and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. So I haven't said this very often in my life. I'd quite like to be in Norway now. It's cold in Norway apparently. It's 33 degrees here. In fact, nearly 34 degrees Celsius in the shed tonight. Kevin DeLuca says it's cold in France. Oh, 38 degrees? A bit cold? That's not cold. Julia Foster is excited about the badge. Wonder if anyone else doesn't have the badge. Who does not have this badge? Question mark. So we're here with the Bag That Badge series, and we're going to do the Hudson Roll badge tonight, which is 9.2 kilometres. It's 14 degrees in Norway apparently. Henning is with us today as well. Hello, Henning. So I think I'm going to go to 10k. We're just going to do. I'm going to go nice and easy, nice and steady, like I always do. 9 kph for me. I'll be running at 9 kph if anyone wants to join me. Right, so away we go. I'm just going to start my watch when the timer starts as well. I'm going to try out this new heart rate monitor thing. So you can use your HRM Pro strap now to measure your speed and distance on Zwift. So that's quite good. Hello, Amy, in the chat there. Paul Hayward is with us again. Paul joined us for the Film My Run 500 this morning. John Vondervold is with us. Amy is with us. Henning, Kevin DeLuca, Faria, Julia Foster. Is that... Oh, Ribeiro is there as well. And Jamie Caesar, I think, is down the bottom there somewhere. Yeah, Jamie Caesar is there. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bag That Badge. Today we are in New York doing Hudson Roll. It's 9.2 kilometers. Full stop. Does anyone not have this badge? Question mark. So quite a few people here will already have this badge. Tina Beard, good evening to you. Kevin DeLuca says, I've just done my first Zwift ride today. Don't believe you. Henning doesn't know if he has the badge or not. Julia Foster doesn't have it. Ferris doesn't have it. Great stuff. Full stop. Okay. So, number one rule of badge hunting. Ellipsis. Don't stop running until the badge appears on screen. So many people think they've completed the route and stop and complain that they didn't get the badge. You have to keep running until the badge appears on the screen. The banner will come up and say you've got the badge. Every Thursday, we do this session. We get a different badge every week. Jamie Caesar doesn't have this badge. Okay, nice one. So we've got 4 or 5 people who don't have the badge. Kevin, you are more than welcome to do it twice. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. it is still absolutely boiling hot here in the UK. That is compared to usual temperatures in the UK. Jamie Caesar would probably think it's freezing. (33 degrees) is average temperature in Georgia. Georgia, USA, that is, of course. Georgia, USA, not Georgia, the country. (33, Jamie. It's a bit warm, says Clive. Sarah Jacobs says, just opened my stream. What did I miss? Not a lot. We're just talking about the temperature. Again, funnily enough, because everyone in the UK constantly talks about the weather, even when it's average weather. So this, for us, is like, you've got an entire day's worth of conversation to have because the temperature is 33.5 degrees. Jamie says it sounds pretty average, 33. Do you ever get snow in Atlanta, Jamie? Question mark. Tina says, Clive? Clive who? We don't like strangers here, you know. Yeah, Clive, where have you been? I certainly don't recognise the surname, Finnemore. Clive Finnemore. No, it rings a bell, Tina. Rings a bell. So Sarah, we're doing Hudson Roll in New York, 9.2 kilometres. I've done my main running for the day, so I'm just chilling out, relaxing on this one. Neil, hello Neil Messenger, over on Twitch, says hi Stephen. Right, Jamie says every once in a while, maybe once every 3 to 5 years, they get snow in Atlanta. Ribeiro says the last time I had snow was when I was born in 1989. I spoke to a woman in Barbados who had never seen snow. Sarah wanted to join, but too much work to do. Yeah. It's often the way. Don't worry about it, Sarah, it's fine. Victoria says, hello, Clive. Soon will be time to run again. Tina, maybe tomorrow on my birthday. Is it your birthday tomorrow, Clive? Well, actually, in truth, Clive, you start at 5 past midnight, actually. So you'll be running on Saturday, not Friday. Yeah, Amy says happy birthday to Clive for tomorrow. Paul Hayward says looking forward to Clive's comeback run. Ribeiro says he's never actually experienced snowfall. He's seen snow on the ground, but never seen it fall from the sky. Wow. Isn't that amazing what people's lives are like? Cool. Neil Messenger can't run at the moment because I've got cracked ribs. You don't need your ribs to run, Neil. Your legs are what do the running. No, honestly know about that. I had to run a half marathon with a cracked rib once. Absolute agony it was. But I was determined I wasn't going to be beaten. "2 meters of snow in Norway is the record, apparently," says Sahim. Sahim from Norway, running with us today. We've got Finn Robert as well, from Norway. What a lovely cross-section of the world we have today. Norway, Brazil, Germany, France, Portugal, USA. Clive says speedy recovery to Neil. Amy, no, I didn't. It took me... so what happened was, it was in a triathlon. And I fell off the bike only a mile into the bike route. So I'd done the swim. It was a half Ironman. I'd done the swim. I was about to get on the bike and do 90 kilometers. What's that? 45 miles on the bike, something like that. 60 miles on the bike. Anyway, whatever it was, I fell off the bike after a mile and I was a bit shaken up. It hurt, but I got back on the bike, and because I was in a crouched position on the bike, my rib actually didn't hurt that much, and I was able to complete the full distance of the bike ride. But then I got off the bike to do the run, and because of the up and down, the vertical oscillation of your body when you're running, my broken ribs, one or two of them, were just grating, and it was so painful. And it took me 3 hours to do a half marathon. Obviously for me that's fair, that's pretty slow. I was basically just hobbling my way in and just holding my ribs as I went. But I wasn't last, so that's something. Henning says, every winter I have to use spikes for running outside. As always, this event is being live streamed on YouTube. if you want to come and join us, mind you, if you're listening to this, you already are there, aren't you? Or Wally. And Victoria's just reminding me of one of our children's stories. How many years ago was this? Was this last year? You know portaloos, or in America you call them porta potties, don't you? Ellis went round, my son Ellis, we were at a race, and he went round locking all the toilets from the outside, and Victoria realised he'd done this. There was a big queue of people forming, waiting to use the toilets because they were all locked. And Victoria didn't know which ones to unlock because she didn't know which ones genuinely were being used and which ones Ellis had just locked for fun. Oh, was that the one during when I broke my rib? Oh, okay. Gosh, that's a long time ago. Yes, Neil, it wasn't pleasant. It wasn't pleasant at all. But I had to finish it. I'm now tempted to find the photos of me with the back all scratched up. Shall I do that? Who wants to see me with massive grazes down my back from the cycling injury? You don't want to see that, do you? Quick search through Google Photos. Amy says I would be mortified. Is that what, seeing my back you'd be mortified? Sarah Jacobson says that is a wild story. The wild story, is that the locking the porta potties, portaloos, or is it me with cracked ribs? Julia Foster does want to see my back. Okay, let me see if I can find it. You'll have to not see the Zwift screen for a second. And I have no idea how long this will take me. Victoria, can you remember what year it was? When was it, Victoria? Yes, Rod Stewart and Penny Lancaster were spectating at that very race. Right, bear with me then. Is it 2017 or 2016? There's some lovely people, aren't there? Okay, let's have a look. What should we type in? Sarah Jacobson says, I'm sure when you had a cracked rib, Victoria was very accommodating and sympathetic. Sarah, I was very sympathetic, says Victoria. I simply don't believe you. I do not believe you. Although I can't remember. We're going to have... The thing is, Victoria, I can't remember when it was. So that means just like massive searching. The race was held at one of Henry VIII's wives' houses. Do you remember? Oh, this is stupid, isn't it? This is stupid. I can't even remember anything about this at all. I'm just going to put in back. Let's see what I get when I put in back. Oh, wedding photos. That's not my... That is my back. That's not the one you want to see, though. Oh, yeah, there you go. There it is, look. Hang on. How do we make that bigger? See, I found that pretty quick, didn't I? That's good. There you go. There's my back after I fell off the bike in my triathlon in 2016. And the top of my backside as well. So that was after my bike ride, after I'd finished the run. Yeah, there you go then. Yeah, it was quite a road rash, Jamie. Sarah Jacobson says risque photo. Yeah, it was the top of my backside. You're all right. Just showing off the road rash from my triathlon bike crash. It was a photo from 2016. Henning, you're not paying attention. I never pay attention, you're right. Running Forest says, oh my god. Amy says, ouch, yep. It's all alright now though, I'm fine now. Paul Hayward says, you must have been in your 20s then. Yes, probably 19 even. When that happened, in 2016, so yeah. Definitely in my 20s, yeah. Victoria said if you'd stuck to the race plan, the accident wouldn't have happened. True. Yes. So I had a Red Bull can that I was going to drink in transition. I decided to drink it when I'd got on the bike, so I was quick in transition, got on the bike, and then got my can of drink out to drink whilst on the bike, but wasn't concentrating on actually steering the bike, and basically went over the handlebars. Now, after all that storytelling, I would have thought that we'd have done at least 5k, but we're only up to 3.4, 3.5k nearly. Yeah, two little wheels on my bike, Kevin, is probably right. Yeah, there's usually a bit of a delay on YouTube, Sahim, yeah. Amy says, so it was completely my fault. Yes, it was. I usually keep it on normal, but I could try the... What's the word I'm looking for? What's that, like a word for delay? What's it called? Never mind. Yeah, oh yeah, I did. I just dropped the Red Bull. Yeah, it went everywhere. Yeah, didn't get to drink that at all. But like I say, I finished the bike ride with relatively minor problems. Latency, Jamie, thank you. I usually have YouTube on normal latency. But I guess I could try low latency sometime. Thanks for saving my back there, Jamie. Just could not think of that word. Why? I don't know why. Running Forest says buffer. Good one, but latency was the one I was thinking of. Okay, we are nearly 4 kilometers in. I think I'm probably going to run up to 10k, but the actual distance of the run is 9.2 kilometers. So once we get to 9.2, people who haven't got the badge should get the Hudson Roll New York Route Achievement Badge. Victoria is now on Google Home, broadcasting to everyone in the house if they want a rocket lolly. The question is she going to come out here with a rocket lolly for me? And I'll bet you I know what the answer to that is. Is she going to hobble out here on her crutches and wave to everyone? By the way, isn't Google Photos search amazing? You can put like any word into Google Photos and it'll just find what you're looking for. I literally, all I put in was back. B-A-C-K. Right, Victoria says, do I want to eat a rocket lolly on the treadmill? Yes, I do. Yes, I absolutely do, please. Thank you very much. Hey Google, reply. Yes, please. I absolutely do want to eat a rocket lolly on the treadmill. Alexa and Google Home are also amazing. We do use the broadcast feature a lot in our house because we're too lazy to go and find the people that we want to talk to. We just broadcast to them. Shane says, evening all, I've just logged on and Stephen's talking about his rocket lolly. Yeah, you may want to put that into some context, Shane. It's not as bad as it sounds. Jamie reckons we're now going to see what the treadmill's going to do to my back if I try to eat a rocket lolly while running. I've done worse than that before. I mean, mince pies while running, coffee while running, although admittedly the coffee did go everywhere. Clive says, send a child out with the rocket lolly. That's what they're there for. That is true, yes. That is true, but we do only have one child in the house at the moment. The other one is on a school trip, so not here at the moment. And the one that is here is a moody teenager, so she will be locked in her room with her headphones on, watching TikTok videos, and not in the least bit interested in helping mummy deliver a rocket lolly to daddy. Wow, we're approaching halfway, guys. We are nearly at halfway. I am about to eat an ice lolly whilst running on the treadmill. I consider it to be my halfway treat. Oh, I wanted a rocket lolly. Oh, come on. Yeah, movement in the garden. Victoria has arrived. She is unwrapping the rocket lolly as we speak. Amy Green says, my children aren't moody yet as they aren't teenagers yet. Exactly. It's that point between, well, really, between ages 10 and 12 when they start to turn. Okay, there's a rocket lolly. If you've never seen a rocket lolly before, that's what they look like. It is 32 degrees in shed quarters tonight. And Saheem says he wants a rocket lolly. If you can make it over here from Norway, my wife will give you a rocket lolly. By the way, that is not a euphemism. That's just genuinely a rocket lolly. My wife is very kind, Clive. Jamie is asking, I don't believe he's asking because that means we're going to have to explain the story again. What happened to Victoria's foot? Well, it's her calf, Jamie. So we did a local race with my running club last week, 2 weeks ago. No, last week. And there's a very steep hill at the end. And Victoria raced down the steep hill and she tore her calf. Now, initially it wasn't very bad, so the tear was okay, but then the next day, with it feeling quite sore, she then walked 5 miles and basically tore it some more. And the next day it was really, really sore. So she went to the hospital and they gave her some crutches and told her not to put any weight on it for 2 weeks. Henning wants to know where to find his badges. You find them in the garage. I've got one. When I finish my rocket lolly, I can show you on the live stream, Henning. Henning, when I have finished my ice lolly, I will show you on the live stream if you're watching. But basically you go to badges. Sarah Jacobson says, Stephen, you just spent 30 minutes talking about your cracked rib from years ago. Surely you can give a few minutes of airtime to this recent and troubling injury. Henning, it's the same on a phone. Okay, well, I have done. I've told the story again. This is very nice. 5 kilometers done. Just over 4 to go. It's cold as well. I hope you're all feeling suitably jealous, by the way. I'm not doing this for the good of my health. I'm merely doing it so that you all look at the screen and go, oh my god, I want a rocket lolly. Or, oh my god, I want a wife as good as Victoria, who brings rocket lollies. What's that Simpsons quote? Something about how good beer is. And also Marge, the bringer of beer. Amy Green says, Victoria, stop injuring yourself. Wise words, Amy. Very wise words. Victoria, do you want to... Oh, no, you can't. No, don't worry. Forget it. I was going to have to make you get up. Don't worry about it. No, I don't need anything. I was going to get you to show Henning how to see the badges, but I can do it when I finish this. Okay, a couple more bites and we're done. Running Forest says a vanilla shake sounds good also. Jamie says, I can't tell you where my wife would stick that crutch if he asked her to bring something out. To be fair, I didn't ask for it though, I was offered it. Right, let's show Henning how you view the badges. So Henning, if you're watching the live stream, oh, where's my mouse gone? Lost my mouse. Hang on. Oh, come on, where's my mouse gone? There it is. Okay. So we go to menu, and then you go to badges. Simple as that. Click on badges, and you scroll down to the running achievement badges. Run route achievement badges. So there's the standard running achievement badges, and here's the route achievement badges. And one we're doing today is this one here, Hudson Roll. Obviously I've already got them because I've done this event for a little while now, so I've been through them a couple of times each. So maybe Henning's watching live, or maybe he'll watch back later. I have done that before. Well, no, not quite. I've nearly done that before, Sarah. Sarah says, wouldn't it have been funny if you accidentally quit the run? Yeah, I've definitely pressed end run by accident, and luckily managed to get it back just in time. So, 3.2 kilometers to go, nearly 6 done. Oh, that's a good question, Ribeiro. What's the longest distance badge? I think Now, I'm going to have to go back. I think it's one of the ones in New York. Good question. Hang on. Let's have a little look. And the name, I might get a reminder from the name. So, it's either... Ocean Boulevard or... where's the other one? Not that. Parks, Peak, Hudson Road, Flatirons. It could be That's Amore or Ocean Boulevard. Ocean Boulevard is 11.1k. I think there's one that's about 13 kilometres though. I'm not sure what the longest route is, but the Zwift Insider website is a great resource for that kind of stuff. Yeah, yes, Sarah. Sarah says there's one that's almost 15k in New York. Isn't it? Is it That's Amore? It's something like that. Yeah, definitely one of the New York ones. Pardon? Right, it's Flatirons. Okay, Victoria has told me the longest route is 15 kilometres, almost. Flatirons in New York. Oh, that was on Zwift.com, was it? Okay. Tina Beard says, I've just been for my dinner. Did I miss much? I've had a nice lolly live on screen. Dripped it all down my front. And I've now got sticky fingers as well. Especially my right hand is all sticky from ice lolly juice. Sarah Jacobson says Flatirons was the badge that she ran with me, or with us, some time ago, and didn't realise until the very end that she already had that badge. Imagine that, running 15k and realising there was no reason to run it at all. Yes, Amy, but if you've done 16 kilometres, you may as well round it up to a half marathon. And once you've done a half marathon, you may as well just do a marathon. Right, Clive Finnemore is currently cooking dinner for the kids. He's doing creamy salmon, lemon and dill linguine. Very nice. So I've said, Amy said, if you've done 15 kilometres, you may as well round it up to 16 to make 10 miles. And then I said, well, if you're going to do 16 kilometres, you may as well round it up to 21 kilometres to make it a half marathon. And then if you're doing that, you may as well just round it up to a marathon. Amy said the first option was probably true, but the second option not so much. Paladindon on Twitch, hello. He says go faster. I've done my fast running for today. This is an easy chill out run. So I'm not going any faster than this. I'm quite happy. It's not a race. It's just a comfortable base aerobic building slow run. I did an interval session this morning, and an interval session last night, so I've done my fast running for the week. Quite happy with that. Paladindon's going to chill with us then. Nice one. Right, Sarah Jacobson is about to hop onto a work call, so she must leave us now. Take care, Sarah. Bye-bye. Thanks for joining, as always. Always a top supporter of the channel, Sarah. Thank you. Clive hasn't been on so much this week, but Clive is currently preparing for his 100k run, which starts at 5 past midnight tomorrow night. So essentially Saturday. But yeah, Clive's going to run 100 kilometres tomorrow, starting at 5 past midnight. Paladindon says, is this real player near you? I'm not sure what you mean by real player near me. So you're watching a game called Zwift, and the avatar that you can see, the brightly coloured avatar in the game, that is me. And then everyone else listed on the right hand side, they're all real people as well, and they're all running in their garages, on their treadmills, in their pain caves, in their shed at the end of the garden, wherever it might be. And we've got runners from Brazil, Germany, Norway, the UK, the USA, Italy, Portugal, France, all running with us today. We've got 2 kilometres to go of our event this evening. So that's what it is. So if you've got a treadmill, you can come and join us. It's so easy to get set up with Zwift Running. Here's what you need. Firstly, access to a treadmill. It could be at home or at the gym, but any treadmill will work with Zwift. To get you moving in game, we need a speed source. Traditionally, we use a foot pod like the Zwift Pod or the Stride, but you can also use the Run Smart treadmill sensor, your Apple Watch, one of the newer Garmin watches, the TSS app, and if you have a smart treadmill, your treadmill will connect directly to Zwift without the need for another device. Now simply download the Zwift app onto a Mac, a PC, an iPhone, an iPad, an Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. Finally, pair your speed source in the app. Pairing heart rate from your watch or a chest strap is also a great addition to Zwift. And that's it. You're all set up for solo runs, solo or group workouts, challenges and real-time racing on Zwift with people from all over the world. Okay, so some people are approaching the finish line and are about to finish the 9k. So I'm just going to drop some ride-ons. So those big thumbs dropping on people's head, that's like well done kind of thing. So Paul Hayward, Jamie Caesar there, Ferris, well done Ferris. Ananda from Germany. Leo is just coming up to the finish line. So there's Leo from Italy. And we've got Kevin DeLuca just behind. But Leo is about to hit the finish. I think it's it should be 9.2 kilometres, but maybe it's only 9. Let's see if Leo slows down in a second. Paladinon says, I have a big garden. Okay, so you can put yourself a shed, make a shed like I've got here. A nice big studio. Put your treadmill in, come and join us on Zwift. Raphael says, I've just watched your How to Get Into Zwift explaining, Stephen. Very good, wonderful. If you should add run climb, yeah. So I am going to add run climb to that little thing. And the little video that I've got explaining Zwift, I am due to do a new one because there's lots of things that are changing now. For example, I'm going to show you my chest now. So this heart rate monitor, you can see this yellow one. That yellow heart rate monitor can now be used with a firmware update, can now be used for speed and distance on Zwift. If you have a Coros watch, you can now, and cadence, everything. If you have a Coros watch, you can now use that as a virtual run device on Zwift. So things are changing. There are more options, as well as the Run Climb app. There's also now the Kinney app, which is made by the people at Noble Pro. So if you have a Noble Pro treadmill, the same company that made your Noble Pro treadmill is responsible for the Kinney app, which you can link to Zwift to try and help your treadmill be a smarter treadmill. But it does work, yeah, not only with Noble Pro treadmills, works with loads of different makes and models of treadmill. Not every single one, but many of them. Right, I don't normally do this, but it is 32 degrees Celsius here, so I am going to have a drink. Victoria put ice in that drink, so that's very, very appreciated. Yes, for those who do not know, ellipsis, if you have a Garmin HRM Pro strap, you can now use this for speed and distance on Zwift. You just need a firmware update downloaded on the Garmin Connect app. Also, if you have a Coros watch, there is now a virtual run option in your Coros watch. Hey. Shane says, is Flatirons the longest Zwift Run badge? Yes, it is. Nearly 15 kilometres, Shane. That's in New York. Yeah, we were discussing that earlier, actually. Okay, I think about 1 kilometre to go before the badge. Kevin is just coming to the end. Well done, Kevin. And well done to Anthony as well. See you, Kev. Take care. Not long to go now. Nice and easy does it through New York Central Park. Heart rate has been nice and comfortable this evening. Currently at 114 beats per minute. Shane, look after yourself, buddy. See you soon. So Shane is off. Thanks for joining us in the chat, Shane. Thank you, everybody, by the way, for joining me in chat. Sarah, Clive, Victoria, Paladindon on Twitch, Shane as well, Tina Beard, Amy Green. As always, much appreciated. And in-game, we've had quite a few people today, so it's been nice. Jamie is at 130 BPM. But this is his second run of the day. He says it's higher than it usually would be. So here it's 31.5 degrees now. Temperature's gradually coming down as we get into the evening. It's 12 minutes past 7 here on the south coast of the UK on Thursday evening. I hope you're all having a great day. We're nearly coming to the end. If people haven't got the badge, then they will get it in the next 500 metres. Do please let me know if and when the badge pops up on your screen. So with about 400 metres to go before the badges are supposed to pop up. Tinny B says, have a brilliant weekend, everyone. Whatever you're doing, I'll be navigating my way around the Blackdown Hills for 18 miles. First event in forever. Tina, all the best. Have a great time. It's going to be warm out there. So look after yourself. Bring lots of water. And have a great day. Have a great weekend, everyone. If I don't see you before, we won't be here tomorrow. No live stream tomorrow because Victoria and I are on our way to Cornwall And we're doing live streaming for a company called Mud Crew, who have a YouTube channel, mudcrew.tv, or Mud Crew TV on YouTube. So if you want to watch some live coast running on Saturday, go and find the Mud Crew YouTube channel, and we will be live on Saturday for the 100-kilometre race that Clive will be doing. Okay, there's 9 kilometres done, and the finish is in 50 metres. So let's see who gets the badge. I'm going to run on to 10 kilometres, by the way, folks, just to let you know. So another 6 minutes. So there's that badge done. Let me know if you got the badge. If you didn't get the badge, you probably already have it. Jamie just got the badge. Well done, Jamie. Excellent work, Jamie. Well done, Julia. Ribeiro, Rafael may already have had it, he said. No worries. May as well round it up to 10k. As you know, or as you may know, I am not a big fan of drinking while running. Any event of around about an hour, even up to an hour and a half, I am not interested in drinking. You don't need to drink. However, when it's hot, sometimes, yeah, you do need to drink. Okay, Jamie's dropping. That was an unscheduled 9k in my marathon plan. Well done, Jamie. Take care. See you soon, Jamie. Running Forest says, thanks everyone. Running in a group makes a treadmill fun. It sure does. Absolutely. Right, 500 metres to go, 3 minutes. I think I'm turning right to the horse carriages. Not by choice, just by camera angles. I'm going off. Oh, so's everyone else. There we go. That's okay then. Amy Green says, great running, everyone. Thanks for joining, everyone. See you again on Monday for the community run. Thank you, Amy. Clive says, have a good weekend, everyone. Clive, I will see you on Friday night. Yes, Amy. Well, if we see you there, we see you there. No worries otherwise. And there we are, we're done. So 10k completed, and we will be back on Monday. So we're not streaming tomorrow, no live stream tomorrow. We will be heading down to the southwest of the UK, to Cornwall, to live stream it's called the Rat Weekend. It's normally in August, but they've had to change it to July this time. So it's called the Roseland August Trail, but it's in July this year. So they shorten it from Roseland August Trail to Rat. So it's the Rat Weekend, basically, we're going to in Cornwall. So we'll see Clive down there and maybe some other people. And we will see you guys bright and early on Monday evening, 6:30 p.m. for the Monday community run. Thank you so much for joining us for Bag That Badge this week. We'll be here for Bag That Badge again next week. Until then, guys, take care and have a great weekend. See you soon. Bye-bye.